Hello everyone, this is G and I'm back with a quick video. As you can see, this is RJ. RJ. Good boy. Okay, go. He's gonna make me pay for that, but I'm making this video. This video is a little different than what I would typically make. This isn't about any pop culture. It's actually about something that happened last night. If you're on Twitter, you can probably see me tweet about this, but for those who are not on Twitter, I just wanted to just give a brief update. There was an explosion. There was a. They quite can't figure out what it is yet. They say it's a manhole. They say it's a transformer fire. It's different things. But there was an explosion. Things been splody. Right? Right at my apartment building, very close to my apartment building, last night around 8:30. Um, I didn't actually see the explosion itself because when the sun sets, I pull my shades down because I live in a not so great neighborhood, so people get crazy at night, especially in the summertime, right? Heat brings out the worst in people at times, so I typically pull the shades down. So I didn't actually see anything, but I heard it. I heard this big boom, right? And I initially thought it was just thunder or something because we've been having this very rainy weather because it's hurricane season, and typically in New York, while we don't typically get hit with the storm itself, we do get things like very rainy weather around this time. So that's what I thought it was. I didn't actually realize it was an explosion until I went into the living room and my family member who's very sick and disabled. Uh, she was saying that that she saw there was a flash in front of the window and everything, and then of course you look outside and you see people are walking around the street confused. They're all around like the local stores like the laundromat or the bodega. You see police around, you see firefighters, so something crazy happened, right? um, and what happened is that the police came, firefighters came. From what I've heard, because we have home health aides who come and go, right? Actually, the night aide for last night had gone out to like pick up a few things from the local supermarket, and she wasn't immediately allowed to come back into the building because, of course, when it had just happened, it happened around 8:30 last night. Nobody knows what's going on, right? But fortunately, they eventually allowed her back into the building, and she was safe. She was fine. Her car, now, I don't know about the car. Hopefully, her car will be okay. But she was safe. So happy to report that my family member's safe. I'm safe. RJ's safe. The home health aide is safe. I haven't heard as of yet any uh, casualties or injuries, which is the most important thing, right? You never want something like this to happen, right? It's just so random. I was just watching like literally last night. I was just watching some SummerSlam stuff, and like, oh, Edge is back and he did the Brood thing, and I'm just enjoying my evening before I'm supposed to go to bed, and all of a sudden, poof, right? This thunderous sound, and then of course all of the confusion that abounds after it. So, from what I was reading this morning, it seems that, of course, the city doesn't want to admit that there's any connection, but I think any reasonable person can make the connections, right? So, apparently, this explosion, manhole fire, uh, transformer fire, because I'm not too far from an actual like power plant building. So it's crazy. But anyway, it seems that it knocked out power to several of the trains, several of the numbered trains, right? Like the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all those. They seem to have knocked out power to those trains last night for a considerable amount of time. But it seems like everything's okay now. I'm working from home today. I was supposed to go into work because I'm supposed to go to the office like 3 days a week. That's sort of the arrangement we have at the moment. But as my family member literally coughs up a lung. But Given everything that's happened, I did not sleep well last night. Neither did my family member. You know, we're all just kind of rattled, and you know, I plus I just don't trust the trains. Today it's like okay, like the day after this crazy thing happens, it's like yeah, let me stay off the trains and let them take the day to figure things out, work work things out. So I'm gonna be working from home today. I usually go in the office every other day, so I probably won't be actually going into the office until Wednesday. But yeah, So how was your Sunday night? But the most important thing is that we're all safe. It's just that for me, aside from being this scary, uncertain situation, it how do I put it? This is just like a really rough time for me right now. Aaliyah's passing 20-year anniversary of that, the 20-year anniversary of 9/11, coming up in about what 2 weeks, and now this, especially since without getting too much into it, um, I survived a house fire. Well, I should say, me, the cat, my family member. We survived an apartment fire back in 2019. 2019 was not my year because my family member was in and out of the hospital all that year. So I was practically living part time in New York Hospital during all that. But during the summer of of that year, like late May, early June of that year in 2019, there was an apartment fire. The bedroom was completely destroyed. Everything I pretty much owned was, well, everything we owned, I should say. It isn't just me, but pretty much everything that we owned, right? Clothing, papers, furniture, video game stuff, gone. Because we kept most of the stuff in the bedroom, so the bedroom got torched. And then when the firefighters came to, put out the fire, right, they of course don't give a damn about the damage they do, right? So everything either got soaked or it got torched. I literally spent a weekend homeless at that time, and my family member suffered slight burn. Well, burns aren't slight, right? But they got burned a little bit, and they ended up in the hospital for a few days. It was quite the stressful situation at that time, and it's not something I like to discuss too often. But it is something that happened, and honestly, the only reason it wasn't worse is because I happened to be home that day. I wasn't up to going to work. I was tired, and then, fire breaks out in the bedroom, and I have to, get my family member out of the bedroom and put him in a wheelchair and wheel him out the door and rescue RJ and all this other stuff, right? So it's one of those things where it's like, it sucked and it was awful, but it could have been worse because there could have been deaths if I had gone to work that day. I would have come home not only to a destroyed apartment, but my my cat and my family member dead. So even in absolutely crappy times, I try to count my blessings, but by God, are these crappy times right now? It's just, it, I'm, I'm frustrated, y'all. I'm just very frustrated. It's like Aaliyah, 9/11, and now this to remind me of what I survived a little over 2 years ago. Now it's like, can we can we please get off this bad feels train? Please, I I'm trying to move forward in life. I don't need these constant reminders of very bad things that have happened in the past. Can we please just stop trying to kill me? That's pretty much it. Can we please stop trying to kill me? But anyway, that's the video. And again, hopefully, as they figure things out and what happened, hopefully, the most important thing is that nobody seems to have been hurt. So hopefully, it will remain that way as they figure out what happened. But I just wanted to sort of give that update and give an explanation as to what happened. So again, if you don't see too many videos from me, well, this is why. Taking into account everything else I have to deal with in my oh so crazy life. I mean, honestly, sometimes I'll look at my hair and I'll like gripe about going gray before I even turn 40. But then I'm like, with all the stress I go through, it's amazing I still have hair this thick and mostly black still in my head. So it's like I'll take my wins where I can get them at this point. But anyway, that's the video. Please let me know what you think. If you want to share comments or anything, and I'll see you around the next one. Hopefully, something a little more on brand. But I just wanted to sort of just give that update and just let people know I am okay. Physically, at least. Mentally, I've been gone a long, long, long time. But anyway, that's the video. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and stay safe. Bye.